Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Okay, mic check. Okay. We're blessed. We're blessed. Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another Mossin podcast.
Yo, you know what time it is?
Jeez, Nick's coming with beer energy, yo.
I guess. I thought I always came off with bare energy.
That's true. That's true.
What you been up to, bro?
Nothing, yo. Just here chilling. You know, it's another Mossin podcast. You know, we're here just to kick it. Oh yeah, I gotta set the lights right now. Gotta put on the Mossin lights.
Yeah, put on the Mossin lights. Should we close that blind then?
Yeah, let's close these. Let me close these blinds.
Yeah, let's close that blind.
Aside
from that,
what are you saying though? How you been?
I've been doing good, man. I've been just been chilling, really. Yo, this whole fucking new, like at first it's kind of like I was enjoying the fucking lockdown almost, and then yo, we just got hit with this brand new one. Like, so I guess I was fine until kind of now. Today, we just got hit with this shit like overnight. So I thought that was just funny. But aside from that, I just been really chilling back and forth at the studio. But yeah, how about you, bro?
Yo,
wait, I already asked you that question. We are so big. We smoked up before this, and yeah. So yo, you know what time it is. You're on that type of time.
we got the Mossin lights on, so you know we're about to kick up. Yo, we're just talking about like how it was back in the day when we were celebrating 420, because like when this pod is about to drop, it's gonna drop, I think after 420.
After 420, yeah. So you know what time it is, yo. Happy early 420 for you guys. You know I'm talking about. 420 always a thing for, you know, I guess for all of us for a minute now. But we were actually just reminiscing about the last time we had our 420, and it was just pretty funny. Yeah, just being at Nathan Phillips for that last time. We went to the fucking what was it called? The vape lounge.
Yeah, we went to the vape lounge, and we're just basically saying that like, yo, that thing would not survive right now after COVID, yo.
Yeah, like just could you imagine like just after, like yo, as you said, it was a fucking hot box, and like the funniest shit about it all is that like yo, when niggas were getting too high inside there, yo, everyone was coughing.
That's what I'm saying.
So
everyone's like thumping their like chest. Everyone's doing like bare those like phlegm
burping
coughs
and shit. yo, that shit's nasty. So all you're trapped inside this room is with fucking carbon dioxide and fucking germs, yo. Like,
yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
And then like they got like one movie going on, or like a man just doing a
or the trash stand up. Yo, you don't remember that time when like that one dude he was up on stage, and we were like right near the fucking front, like to the left of the stage, and yo, he wasn't getting no jokes off, yo.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he looked straight at me and he's just like, yo, what about you, dude? I was like, fuck. I didn't even know what the fuck to say and shit, but I was just like, nah, I'm good. And he made some trash ass joke. Nobody was fucking laughing. But I just really hated how they had like trash comedians just go up there on stage and think that they were funny. But it only got funny because like
they were bombing.
They were bombing so bad, and like you were fucking chopped, so you had to fucking like laugh at something, but you're laughing at them, not with them.
Yeah,
so I
basically.
thought that was funny.
Like they're thinking you're laughing at their jokes, but realistically, we're laughing at you because you're bombing.
Yeah, bro. But I hated that. I think that was my only takeaway. They could have did that shit more cleaner. When it was movie night, I was like, oh, this is hard. Like I fucked with this. But then when they're like, all right, everybody, it's that time of the night. We got this comedian here that like it's probably just a local there and everything. You know, like
he probably paid them to actually do like the stand up too.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like it's not even like a cool place to just get your shit off. Like I feel like you just, I don't know.
Yeah, because like you barely have everyone's attention.
You know what? I lied. I'm lying, and I'm trying to see the positive in it. Cause yo, if somebody was like trying to pursue some form of comedy career, I think that's a blessed place to start. Really, yo, think. Oh my god, it's like every week I'm thinking of a fucking idea or some next shit. Cause yo, think about this. Start a fucking smoke lounge thing again.
Okay.
But you do comedic shows and shit. So you're allowed to ball up in there. I don't. Yo, listen, I'm high right now, so maybe that is a thing. But yo, I just
Like
thought about
comedy, basically like
it's
comedy houses, but you can just ball up. Basically,
yeah,
yeah.
yo. I mean, it's but like I just the reason why I think it works better for like at a place that's just known for a ball up house is because people go there unexpectedly getting jokes. You know what I mean? It's like imagine if we pulled up there one day. We know it's just a place that we were like smoking inside of.
Yeah.
But then imagine like one funny ass comedian came up. Like we knew we get that shit, but then after one fucking funny ass nigga just comes out of nowhere and he's actually fucking hilarious. That would be sick.
Yeah.
So it's like so if there was a way to do that, I feel like it would work better. But it's like you gotta be like under the not it's like you gotta be like it's gotta be like an underground thing where like yo, you gotta like let people who know who are like other comedians be like, yo, like this place is sick if you want to get your shit off. Because
like if you can get all the stoners on your side, you basically got like most of like the general public, because like they're gonna find it funny too.
I think stoners are some loyal fucking like fans and shit after a certain point because like
you want something simple.
When I remember something fucking hilarious, I
keep going back to it.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I actually like I remember it.
Yeah.
When some shit is hilarious or somebody's being hilarious, I'm like, yo, I remember this one time. Boom, boom. So I think it works in your favor. But yeah, it'd be cool if there was like a venue-esque comic club where you could just ball up in.
Yeah, just a little spot. You just hold it down. I think maybe in like the States or somewhere like that, but I don't know if there's like places like this in Ontario because like
there should be like
because you already know we're in lockdown. So well, like even after like even before that too, it's like I don't even think that no one had that.
And that's what I say. I'm thinking like pre-COVID and shit.
Yeah,
like before
like post-COVID. So
yeah, like before COVID and all that shit, I was always curious how that building got that like that ability to just get that shit off.
Yeah,
you could just smoke. Like when we found it was mad early, way before like Kush was legal and shit. So
yeah,
it's like one of our prohibition spots,
basically.
what did they used to call those things, man? Oh man, I'm gonna look it up first before I say it.
It's probably like one of those like underground meetings, or
I think is it a hold on. Okay, hold up.
Impeachment meetings or okay.
Hold on. Speakeasies. Okay, I was right.
They're called what?
Speakeasies. Yeah. So that was our speakeasy.
Damn.
Like this was a place where alcoholic beverages were sold illegally, sold specifically, blah blah. They didn't sell us shit, but they were like, yo, you could ball up in here. It was like a safe place. That was like yo, out of all places to go ball up, it was like yo, like
if you actually felt safe there because you knew like ManDem wasn't just gonna pull up and be like,
yo, that was our speakeasy.
Like, yo, what's going on?
Still, it's so funny because we're gonna leave you looking back at this like, yo,
there's a revolution right
there. Yeah. We were just at the. It's funny because we got to experience it a bit before it got legal. We did
it before it was cool.
Yeah, I was talking about just like being in the prohibition era, like with Kush. Some people have been like Cheech and Chong, them niggas like old as fuck, and like they probably just got to see like the legalization now. But like we're young and we got to see it, so it's gonna be funny to like say like yo, we low key got to have a little taste of that shit.
We got to experience it when it first happened, where it's like within our primes of like doing it. You
remember the first fucking dispensary place?
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit was so fucking weird. I'm like, yo, why is this just one big ass glass front in front of us? Like, yo, boy, I remember some boy would just pass by sometimes and it'd be like arms at their side, like they don't even know what to do type shit. And then after one day you might hear, yo, they have to close down because whatever. But then they're right back open. I was like, yo, how are these niggas passing? Like, how are they doing this? It was so wild.
It was so foreign at that time.
Yeah, yo. So now I'm seeing it pop up everywhere. It's like, whoa, that's crazy. Now the government's just dropping their dry shit in there.
Yeah, because now they're trying to finesse. They're opening up the bear stores. There's even like there's one nearby Fletcher's, like right across from the Cassie Campbell.
No way.
Yeah, there's one like right there now.
That is so smart. I can't even lie. I know this person who has a restaurant and the fucking a dispensary just opened up right beside them. So I'm like, yo, dude, That's gonna be some big bucks. Like
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna be frazzled. Their mind. They're like, another restaurant, this tiny ass place. Boom, boom, going there.
There's a grocery store. There's a Max in there and everything, bro.
Fuck.
Trust me, that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
That's like just the new like the new LCBO type shit. You know what I mean? That's weird. That's so crazy. The new beer store, but that's cool. I fuck with it.
yeah, it's like the availability of it. You know, like it's very convenient. But like, you know,
It made me think real quick. Like,
keep supporting your local dealers.
yeah, like it's so crazy because I feel like smoke shops could probably get that shit off low key, can they? Or
I
like
don't
if they
know.
just revamp certain things. Like I know there's like certain places like downtown Brampton where I'm like, yo, this place looks like it could sell weed. Not to say they do. I'm not saying they do. They don't. But it just looks like now with there being so much dispensaries and shit, this would look like a cool place to sell weed in. Because they have all the fucking accessories all over and shit. And I'm like, yo, all they're missing is the fucking product.
Maybe it's just because like you have to get a different license for that, and
I
at
guess
the same time that they just don't want to have that there.
But like I'm saying, like dispensaries already sell like items and shit too. So I'm like, yo, what's stopping like some of these smoke shops from just getting like, okay, if it's just, I guess what the whatever regulation it is. I don't even know what type of regulation you could run into because some of these shops look like trash and they're selling kush. So I can't imagine what type of regulation you'd have to meet aside from just like indicating that like you're a dispensary now or some shit, right? I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. I'm talking out my ass right now, so I'm take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I would think that a smoke shop would be the people who run smoke shops or whatever. Those would be like I would take advantage and fucking sell kush out of there because I'm in a blessed spot. Some of these places they're in such a like downtown area already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just kind of feel like it's just probably like certain licenses they probably have to get and stuff like that.
And that's what I'm saying. If it's
it's most likely something like that, and like they have to keep it at a certain temperature. They have to have a sell a certain amount, and they have to probably expand the store even more. So they have like a little section where they actually like take care of it and all that.
Who knows? I'm gonna do a little bit of research later. And fucking
if a man can hit us up though, let us know in the comment section or like DM us.
Let
us know
hold
about
on.
that.
What would you do? Would you have a dispensary or actually grow the shit? Like, be your own like
a supplier?
Yeah, like you're the grower.
I'd probably just be a grower.
You'd be the grower, yeah.
Just because like I feel like you deal with like less problems like with
I was
like,
gonna
people.
say, hold up. I was gonna say now because you kind of don't. Because now low key it depends on where you are, and then on top of that, it's like, yo, niggas actually do steal from like crops and shit, like. So it's a thing. But
that's basically with everything. Like if you grow food, like there's gonna be someone stealing your food.
Okay, so you're telling me farm niggas is actually getting like their shit stolen by other niggas? Like, yo,
of course, bro. Like, yo, man.
I never heard of it. I never heard of it personally.
Man, just come to and just be like, yo, all that corn, yo, let me hold that.
I don't know personally, but I've heard stories of people fucking in their fucking kush crops getting stolen,
or even like their animals stolen, or even like other animals like eating their like crops or eating their food.
That's different. But I'm talking about like straight up like
a man just comes through and just takes it.
Yo, like coming at you with a fucking gun. Think somebody's coming at you with a gun or some shit to steal your corn?
Or like, yeah, maybe.
Nigga, what? No way somebody's coming at you with a fucking...
It could happen.
No, for fucking corn? Yeah. We're not there yet. It's not that serious yet. But I see where you're coming from. But I think you're far ahead right now. Right now, like I feel like there is definitely a risk growing your own shit. But right now, it's because it's so popping. Like you could do it like mad efficiently, like in a sense of getting a building, doing it correctly and shit, having employees now. Now you don't have to look sus, having like all these like people just either being on guard for certain shit or whatever. I mean, some niggas probably still do it that way. Don't get me wrong, but you know, there's other ways now you can do it without feeling kind of. But I still think there's that risk of this. But definitely, I'd be the grower.
Yeah, I still be the grower. I feel like when you got to be the guy selling, you gotta like market it and everything When you're the girl, you just make the kush.
You kind of gotta market your own shit too.
Yeah, you gotta market it, but like you don't have to like market it to like the general public. You're marketing to like
no. This is why I say no. Cause you have to market it if you want it to be in legal dispensaries. But then now you have to start doing things like a different way if you're not going through like the OCS. Is it OCS? Ontario. No, OCS.
Yeah, but like
oh, I did say that. I'm so big. But yeah, if you're going through OCS, I can imagine it being like you have to have like met a certain whatever. You have to have the labels and everything, the packaging, like because there's certain brands under at like all these OCS stores. There'd be like there's one called Tweed, or there's one brand called like 40 just dropped. Like him and some people that they have their own kush too, and I think it's called Boulder or Balder. I don't know. BLLDR.
Yeah.
I think I probably got that wrong, but they have their own kush too, and they have their own strains. But basically, there's all these like farms essentially making their own strains, and it's like they're submitting to the OCS, so now they could get a cut out of it. But then, if you aren't doing it that way, it's like you have to do a different. You have to go. Obviously, you have a different method of distributing. Now you have to have a nigga who's gonna like put your shit in all these low key, fucking dispensaries that are like more hidden or whatever, and it's just. I feel like it's just. That's probably like your only issue. Like you gotta have a brand. Like it isn't just like yo, you could just grow it and be like yo, here's my kush. Because now, if you're doing it like that, you have to figure out how the fuck you're getting all your kush out.
Yeah.
And if you're not thinking the legal way, then it's like, yo, now I have to go through all these niggas to go and start this and, start a nigga who knows how to distribute my shit properly or whatever. But if you make a brand with your kush and the reason I'm going into this is because, yo, I feel like if you're going into growing stages to the where like you want to make money off of it and just sit comfortably, like, yeah, you want to have the farm shit or whatever, but then there's just so much other, like, minuscule things, like the chemicals and type of shit you want to feed it in case whatever goes wrong and soil and whatever and feed all this bullshit. And it's like, I feel like at that point, when you're doing all of that, you kind of start caring about what the fuck you're making. Yeah. At that point, you might as well make your own brand, like, around it. So I feel like that's probably just the only hard part. You got to brand your own shit. Because now, thinking about it as I'm talking, that's what farms do. Farms really just have their own like brand. We don't really consider it like that because it's not it's not on that way. Like it's not on that like I'm fucking up right now, but it's not on that type of level where we consider farms like a brand or whatever. But farms brand themselves as, yo, this is the whatever farm. This is whatever farm. Like
Maple Lodge Farm and stuff like
all
that.
All that bullshit. Like, yo, they're known for like their apples or some shit, or their oranges or their pumpkins and all that shit. They technically brand themselves, but at that point, I feel like that's the only thing that you kind of got to do is just make it, but then also have some form of integrity.
Of course, this guy's gonna try to slip that in right there.
Yo, that South Park episode. Oh my god.
Yo, that whole season, bro.
That whole season was amazing.
Of South Park was. I remember I've been telling you for like years. I was like, yo, Nick, you gotta watch South Park. And this guy's like, nah, man, South Park. Yo, that show just doesn't seem like it hits.
I like the I like the show. Trust me, it always made me laugh. The problem was that. The thing that makes South Park sick is that it stays relevant to Wagwan, and it's kind of that's what they were on. They were kind of moving like, okay, we could make a storyline, but then when certain shit happen, they'll make it about that issue, and then it's like they disappear.
Like PC Principal, like he's something that like I think came in like season like 19 or something, and this guy's still there. And it was just a new character that they brought in to bring in like to basically make everyone be more like politically correct.
Oh yeah, like just basically.
Mans are wearing masks right now because of the pandemic and everything. Everyone has to stay 6 feet away from each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, like so basically what I'm trying to say is like it's like South Park stays South Park stays relevant with the times, and it's like if nothing's really popping, it's like South Park wasn't really on. So I never really kept up with like when to keep up or when it was coming out. Like it was whenever I saw it, I was like, okay, let me just watch it, and it was funny. But now that it's on Crave and everything, I'm like, yeah, let me just fucking finish it, watch it. So what I decided to do was start backwards because I'm like, yo, if anything, there's no real storyline to anything. I'm not missing. It's just funny. South Park right now to me is just like every episode, especially going backward, is just it's just a reminder of like different events that happen throughout the fucking like the whole history, at least when I've been alive. So it's funny to be like, yo, I remember when that was a thing. I'm like, yo, I can't believe they made a joke about that or whatever. So
yeah.
But I enjoy South Park now. It's fucking hilarious. I've always enjoyed it. It's just I never kept up with it. I think one of my favorite episodes was oh man, there's so many, but definitely the World of Warcraft episode.
Yo, the World of Warcraft episode, hands down, is by far probably the best episode.
Yeah,
bro.
you think so?
It's probably just because that's one of the episodes, the easiest episodes that come to mind every time I like think about South Park.
You were?
But that episode was so funny, bro.
Yo, there's two. Yo, I think my three favorite episodes, just from remembering, like all the ones I've seen. My top three, I think, was definitely the World of Warcraft one, the one where Timmy or Jimmy, I can't remember. One of them became a Crip, or both of them became Crip. That was funny.
Pull up and score their blue bandanas and everything.
Yo, oh man, there's actually another episode too, but
I think when Jimmy took steroids, that was a funny episode.
I don't remember that one, but there was one where the two other disabled kids were trying to fuck with them.
Oh, Mimsy
and fucking
I forgot the other guy's name. Sorry, boss.
Yeah, you always call him boss, bro. Like,
shut up, Mimsy.
Yo, that nigga.
That kid always used to like act so like helpless when everyone else came around. But then like when it was just like him and like Mimsy, man's always so diabolical.
This nigga treated Mimsy like shit, bro. So funny. But I was gonna say the You Got Served one where they got Butters to start dancing and shit. Yo, that episode was hilarious because I remember they're telling the fucking black guy, was like, yo,
don't dance back.
I was like, yo, you're not gonna dance? No, honestly, what? You just gonna do all that shit? All right, you know what? It's on. What? It's on. And then, yo, the nigga didn't even want to do all of that shit. And then this nigga had a whole dance, killed everybody.
Yo, he did. He danced to that Billy Ray Cyrus track.
Yeah, and the shoe flew off.
Oh no, that was Butters.
Yeah, Butters. Because you remember he killed bare people the first time, so he's like, yo, that's why I don't dance. Man did it again. Fucking killed everybody, man.
Yo, a funny episode also is the one where Cartman was pretending to be a robot.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see that one? Yo, so basically what happened is Butters, so because Cartman did some intense susness, so he took a picture with like Butters.
Cartman and his shit.
The man took a picture with Butters' piece in his mouth.
Oh, I remember that.
And then the man was like, yo, Butters is gay.
I remember that. He's like, guys, guess what happened? And he's like, yo, Butters is gay. And it's like, dude, that means you're gay.
This guy's like, wait, what? He's like, no, that's...
Yo, I remember that episode. That was one of those episodes I just caught randomly. I was watching it, and I remember he was like, because it's like, you didn't fucking Butters, yo.
Yo, the man always messed with Butters for no reason, yo. Butters is actually one of my favorite characters in the show, bro.
Yo, this nigga Butters just so oblivious to everything, yo. And this nigga Kermit told everybody. Yo, that episode was fun. I didn't even know that was the episode. I might have to try to find it and watch it because that shit was so funny at the time. I was like, yo, I can't believe this guy saw it. Butters was gay.
Because, yo, basically what the man was trying to do was that he was trying to get Butters back. So he's like, okay, the only way I'm going to get this is if, like, I just pretend to be his robot and I'm going to get him.
Oh man, wait, that's what. Why he do it to begin with? It was like some bullshit. I can't remember why.
He was just messing with Butters because he was always just doing weird stuff to him.
And this guy said,
Like this guy would take a dookie and like put it on his face, and it's like, bro, what's
"Oh
wrong with you?
yeah, take a picture or some shit, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just always messing with Butters. That's why when Butters used to get like his shine against him, I used to be like, "Thank you, screw that guy."
I think looking at it now, obviously, like just being older, like South Park just is just that more funnier. Like I was looking at 1-2 like Robot Chicken clips too. I'm like, yo, I get some of them now. Like before, I'm just like they got their like their adult shit off, and I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
But like listen to it, some of them now, I'm like, oh, okay, like that's fucking hilarious.
bro, you just see like
Comes
how
up with this shit.
like certain cartoons, you're like, "Yo, this is so great, yo," and that's kind of why like I personally love the mature like cartoons, just because like they push certain boundaries and they push
Oh hell yeah.
certain lines where it's like, "Yo, we're not trying to cater for kids." We're trying to cater to like older people and like stuff that's what's going on. Because even like continuing on South Park, I don't know if you remember the Go Mexican Go, where they're playing that game where they would have to like try pretend to climb the border, and then like
No, I never.
at the basically like no one told Butters to like come over to like to his part because he was waiting for somebody to tell him when to come. So everyone finished the game and everything. Cartman's pissed, yo. After everyone's like, they go eat dinner. They're all in their bed. They're sleeping. And then Cartman wakes up in the middle of the night being like, yo, Butters is not here. We didn't lose.
No fucking way. I gotta start watching that show still.
Bro, like, yo, South Park hands down.
I have so much on my list still. Are you watching anything new?
What was this? I just finished watching Ballers. It's a
Ballers.
show with The Rock, and he's like a former football player. And
Why that sound like that one show off of BT, bro? The one with the football show.
what's it called? Oh, I used to watch that show too.
Nigga, that show was problematic as shit. The something down or some shit.
What was it called again? They had like a little spin-off episode in Girlfriends. Hold on. Let me find this out. But
Yeah, by all means. I just remember that show being, but that's what that baller shit sounded like to me at first.
nah, so it's just kind of more of like The Rock's character. He's a former football player, and then he goes into like investments for like people and stuff like that, for like other like business people. So like they give him money, he invests into like other businesses for them and stuff like that. An investment firm. That's what it was. And then he ends up going up to the next level of like owning like a football team.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, you ever seen that shit on Twitter where people are talking about like which actor understood the assignment? Yeah, me living on Twitter, man.
Wait, what does that even mean?
So basically, it's to show the range, the actor's range, basically. So it's like, yo, like who's fucking who could play like multiple characters, like, and who played them really well. So some people would be like, yo, Denzel's really good, or I'm terrible at names. I just remember faces. So
yeah, I'm the same with it too. Don't worry.
So like, I remember I saw The Rock. Somebody put The Rock. They're like, The Rock understood the assignment. And somebody said, yo, that nigga only got one assignment. I was like, yo, that's so funny. Because now when I'm hearing you talk about this, I'm like, yo, he really, is this a new assignment? Like, I never seen him. You think he plays a good like character in the show?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like kind of like when I'm watching it, I'm just like, okay, like this is kind of like The Rock, but then the main difference is just like his character is someone that's like, oh shoot, I put on episode Girlfriends by accident.
I was trying to watch that shit. Yeah.
No. I was trying to find the name of that show that we're talking about. All I remember is the characters' names, but I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I completely forgot what I was saying because this thing just threw me
That
out.
shit just came off.
It just came off and just threw me off, and I was like, "Yo, like."
That threw me off too. So that's what I was like, yo, what? All right. I think we were talking about shit, bro. That's insane. All right. Shit, did we move on from this?
Yeah, we just move on from that.
All right, bro. Yo, I gotta ask you, what do you think about? All right, let me just bring it up real quick. So,
sorry for the
those who
listeners, though.
for if you've missed out on the recent news, Usher,
Usher dollars.
the Ush Bucks, the fucking Yeah Bucks, yeah, the Yeah Bucks.
Yo, I can just imagine how cheese the thing like must have been when in that exact moment when it happened.
Yo, I'm saying, and it made me laugh like nobody. I guess is that I guess it's an etiquette, but yo, nobody picked up the money and said, "Wait,
This looks off.
this looks." But maybe I kept trying to think of reasons why you wouldn't see it, and I'm thinking maybe the lights are moving, like you know when they have the colorful lights and
the dark lights and
they're just
everything
moving all over. I'm like, okay, maybe you're TT, you're enjoying the moment. You don't want to be picking up and observing money. Who does
Usher.
that?
It's Usher. You know what I mean?
Usher. Who does that? Like niggas actually come in there once all the time. And I was like, nobody picked up $1 at least and just said, "Let me look at it."
So yo, this looks off.
Like nobody, like, yo, I'm pretty sure American money isn't that paper like that. Like it isn't like it doesn't feel like paper. It feels like unique. It feels used. It feels like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
but
feels
like at the same
money.
time, it's probably like brand new money. You know what
No,
I mean?
no. There's no. Maybe Usher does have that plug because them fucking dollars look mint.
Because like it was all wrapped up. Because like when I was looking at it, it showed like some of them looked like it was like wrapped in like $10,000 like bands and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
but it said Ush Bucks or some shit.
Yeah, like the actual dollars say Ush Bucks.
Oh,
I'm
but the
just saying
bands were
the bands I
actual-
think was like 10,000.
Oh man.
So like that's why I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure like, yo, the man got it to feel like real money, and just did like, yo, I'm just gonna pull up to the club, turn up, that shit, and
and
you know,
he
just
left.
and then I just left.
That is so fucking crazy.
Because like, yo, he's probably paying for everything else with real cash,
Yeah.
and then after he's just dashing his Usher bucks at the strippers.
That's so funny. But yo, what makes it this even funny is, yo, he isn't the first person to do that, and that's why I guess I was kind of confused because I'm like, yo, like, did he not like? Was it not advertised that he was gonna do that? Did he just show up to a random club and start throwing his own fucking made money?
Yeah, that's probably what the man did.
All right, there's this nigga, who's on EXO. His name is Cash, and I think it's his birthday. He always does this thing called, like, it was a Cash Day or some shit. But he has like his own money, but I'm pretty sure he buys out the whole like wherever the venue he's at or whatever for all the strippers and all that bullshit. Like I'm pretty sure he does all that, but then him having his own money is just a part of that. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a part of the aesthetic. It's not to be taken seriously. And that's why I was like, yo, I've seen it before, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like maybe these people got paid after or some shit. Who knows? But I've seen it. So when I seen Usher do this, I was like, yo, did he just randomly just not tell anybody? He just showed up? Like, did he ever speak out against, not speak out, but did he ever speak on it?
I don't think he did. I never really looked into it, but like, I know people are saying like that they're DMing him, but he just wasn't responding.
Right.
So it was still in the early phase, like stages when I seen it, because you know Shade Room's bare mix up, so like they dropped it. I never really looked at continued to look it up, but it's just like just in general, it's like the way that the stripper was like acting was just like, yo, she never got the memo. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm thinking. Like, yo,
or maybe she's probably just doing it for the clout.
Who knows, bro? I don't know who knows? I feel like he wouldn't have just gone in there and just said, "Yo, I'm gonna throw my fucking fake ass Ush bucks at everybody and just."
But at the same time, it's like, yo, why not? You know what I mean?
I mean, exactly. Why not?
It's one of those where it's like, yo, I got the clout.
Nah,
I can just do this and just cut.
Nah. You're Usher. You're not going to a strip club and like throwing fake money. You're not that. You haven't. he hasn't hit like rock bottom in his career or some shit. He's
I
still
don't
high.
I don't even think that's even like a rock bottom move. You know what I mean? It's just something that you just like. Man's just probably just doing it just to do it. It's COVID. Man's bored.
The reason I'm saying, okay, well, I guess
it's COVID. Man's are
that's
man's
what I
are
was
bored.
saying in my head. I'm like, yo, it's COVID. Maybe he doesn't want. He's not getting no shows right now. You gotta, feel like you're fucking doing that shit. That's what everyone's doing right now. Feeling like everything's normal. So maybe that's what he's trying to do. Like,
man walks into the club. They see him. They're like, "Oh, Usher's in here." They slap on the Usher track.
Yeah.
They play his track. He's feeling nice. Man has his shades on. Man's getting sauce. Man gets his drink. Tips the waitresses and all that. Sits down. He's paying with real money and everything. And he has a big ass suitcase that looks like real American dollars. Everyone's getting wild.
That shit is so funny.
The man walked in making it look like he's paying for somebody's tuition that night. Who
knows, but the whole world got the impression that he just scamming the strippers. That was fucking hilarious to me. And yeah, I seen this one video on Twitter where remember from Rush Hour 2 when they lit the money and it was like red.
Oh yeah, this fake.
Yeah, like yo, this one. One of the strippers probably has the money and being like, "Oh yeah, he got you." But yo, would you collect an Usher dollar after all this bullshit? Would you want to? Do you feel inclined that you might want to have it just to say you have it?
Yeah, I feel like why not? Just because at the end of the day, you can be like, "Oh, I'm one of the original people that had the first set of Usher bucks."
And yo, this made me think about maybe it isn't a bad idea that he starts his own type of currency. Because I'm not trying to be that nigga who be like, yo, cryptocurrency and all that bullshit. But right now, it doesn't even need to be a crypto thing. He could he could jump into the fucking NFT wave now.
Yeah, that's the same exact thing I was just thinking about right now. Where it's he can sell it later. Where someone be like, oh, I have the original
the Usher bucks.
And people will be like, yo, I want that.
Exactly. People had the physical one, but then he could throw it on there digitally. And he could, I feel like, because he's an artist, he could do something where he can basically utilize that market now. So say yo, every time, I feel like he could make bucks on an NFT space. People could buy them. It could be worth something, but then he could set up something specifically where an Usher buck or some shit is worth something to his brand or some shit. So be all right, because in my head I'm thinking quickly right now, but I'm thinking what if he say you got an Usher buck, right? The value starts going up in a buck. So now let's just say the value of an Usher buck is more than obviously what I spent on it or whatever. It's
free.
Say it's worth $200 now or some shit.
Yeah, because people are trying to buy it on eBay for $200, right? Or something like
that. The value's going up in it, but now it's he could. I feel like he could set something up for himself where it's all right, yo, if you have an Usher buck, right, and it's worth something, he could set up a level. It could be yo, if you have this much Usher bucks, you could visit me or some shit. If you have this much, you could only you could come to 3 shows. If you go to if you have this much, you could get
VIP.
You get
to come
VIP
see me and everything. Yo, this guy may have just opened up a new market for artists, bro.
I'm always coming up with a fucking idea on this shit. It's fucking weird, bro. But I had to get my shit off. But he could do a system where I feel yo, his Usher bucks could just be regulated to him, and now he's making sales bigger than he expected. Because yo, maybe there's 5 people who have Usher bucks, 5 people who have 3 Usher bucks. And all those are worth however money, depending on
to come to his funeral. You gotta have 100. You gotta have 100 Usher bucks to actually touch the man's funeral and stuff like that.
And
the value of the Usher bucks are even gonna go up even
higher because it's yo, I have one, and everyone's gonna be yo, I wanna exactly. I feel it could go crazy.
Usher may have just started something and he didn't even know it yet.
He didn't even know, and when I seen it, I was yo. It's funny as shit, but he could be onto something, Make them bucks.
Make them bucks, bro. Man's
You
out
gotta
here
name that the
finessing.
title, yeah, bucks.
That's the title, bro. Yeah, bucks.
Yeah.
Bro, those yeah bucks, bro. All I know is, yo, Usher started something. He didn't even realize what he started. Or maybe the man's just like 10 steps ahead of everyone. And he's like, yo, I'm just going to do this and just watch me play this out.
I mean, right now, like, I feel like it'd just be
Marketing to the strippers and everything because they're going to be posting it online.
like, you know what? I feel like this was the perfect play. Like, this had to be the perfect play. Like, I look at it like it's good. It's good controversy. It's not like he did something wrong or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I'm pretty confident that Usher used real money at a certain point to like pay certain people. I didn't just throw Ush bucks everywhere. Like I can't imagine it. So I feel like he probably did it just for fun, but like this controversy opened up a new window. Like, cause like. To me, at least, when I looked at it, I'm like, yo, it can be worth something if people make it worth something.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, like, it right now, we don't assign it to nothing because it's a fucking joke. Like, people be like, yo, I remember people would be like, people were referring to that Office episode where fucking, what's his name? Dwight had his own Shroot Bucks.
Oh, Shroot Bucks! It was like 0.0000 of like of an actual dollar.
Yeah.
After like Creed ended up saying like, "Yo, I'm gonna flood the market."
Yo, nigga, you gotta flood the market with some bucks, dog. I'm telling you. But right now, it's like, yo, it could be worth something, depending on how far people want to push it. And right now, it's just so funny that it's so funny that we have this whole NFT market thing because. As I said, I try to tell people, like, I don't even understand it, but right now, from what I see, it's that it's such a new thing that everything is a brand new idea and people are down for it.
Yeah, Ja Rule made like what 22K off his what was that party that he had?
Who?
Ja Rule.
Sorry, really?
Yeah, he made like 22K off of like what was that huge thing that he had on like there was like a Netflix special.
Fire Festival?
Fire Festival. He sold something about Fire Festival. I think the original like invitation or something like that.
No way.
And he made like 22K off of it.
Yo, you see what I mean? I'm just saying, like, yo, people have right now. It's just this weird ability for people to just get money right now, and it's like, yo, Usher is in a perfect position to just really use this opportunity to actually make some bucks, some real bucks, like, and
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. That was
when I seen that, I was like, yo, he started something. We're all roasting him, but the man started something, and I feel like the fact that like he started this whole thing, I'm just waiting for somebody that's like even bigger than Usher to even like try to be like, yo, like imagine like Drizzy Dollars. Or OVO bucks.
I know Diddy would. I feel like this is something like Diddy would do some Revolt dollars.
I'm pretty sure Diddy already has his own. That's probably like I've been trying to put mans on this.
The Puff Bucks.
The
Revolt dollars. Who knows, bro? Who knows?
Man, have very different currencies, yo. This is the Puff Bucks and this is the Revolt bucks. It's like,
ooh. You could probably do that. You could probably make like two different currencies, couldn't you? Mm-hmm. Like one could be. I'm thinking, could you make
the Puff Bucks will be worth more than the Revolt bucks?
I feel like the Puff Bucks are gotta be more personal. See, I'm assigning like these bucks to only be worth something towards
just the actual person,
not towards the person. Like it's towards the person who introduces it.
Yeah,
it's like, yo, if you wanna, but then after when it gets to that point, I feel like. Now it's actually just worth something because people made it worth something, right?
Yeah, people, you like the price of things is basically what people are willing to pay for it.
Yeah,
but like at the same time, you're basically putting a value on like your own like self, which is pretty wicked. Still, like if you have a certain amount of clout, you can just tell somebody like, yo, you can get some splash dollars, and like you need 100,000 splash dollars to like have a meet and greet with me. And then $1 is worth like $5, which would be crazy.
Like you could do that. That's why I feel like if you're gonna do it, it's like you gotta either one have a name behind you, or your idea just gotta be mad sick. Like there has to be like a reason for people to. People need a
to want to basically why they want to come see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's the future for things. You know, like because now with like everything being so interactive, like you can literally message your favorite like actor, actress, or artist or whatever, and like they might respond.
Yo, that reminds me of this shit that I'm seeing now about how like all these older head rappers like Busta Rhymes and like even I seen DMX and shit, like their accounts or their IG accounts, like they would message people. Say like if I posted some shit and I like tag Busta Rhymes or some shit, there could be a chance where Busta Rhymes account messages you and it'd be like, "Yo, I seen that you did this, whatever." And it's like, if you have a budget for promo or some shit, let us know and we could put you on type shit. And people, and it's just this whole new kind of like this new thing where like
it's like an automatic message basically.
Yeah, or like people just get scammed almost. I haven't heard of anybody going getting scammed from it yet, aside from just getting DMs from like these older heads, and I thought that shit was just pretty funny. That like what you were talking about, that reminded me of it.
Nah, I hear that still.
Just interacting and all that bullshit. Did you see the Fast 9 trailer?
Yeah, with Dom becoming basically a superhero now?
Nigga. Bro, why did I see a trailer of Ludacris and Tyrese in a car flying to space?
Yeah.
Nigga, what? I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to watch it. I hope they did it at 10, but like, that's just wishful thinking.
I know we were talking about it last night, and I know Darnell was basically saying like they could have continued to make it like a car movie, and like that's what would make it better. But I was telling him that they had to make it more blockbuster and like more action than about the cars.
Yeah, we had this discussion one time at work. Because exactly what you're saying. Unfortunately, nobody gives a fuck about like cars and racing. Like people are really tuned into like drama.
Yeah,
like,
the story, the characters,
the
action,
action,
and everything. Like when Dom turned on them, I forgot what Fast 7 or Fast 8.
I don't remember.
Where
I think it was
where the man switched up on them, and he's like, "Yo, I had a plan. I wasn't caught under her spell or nothing." And I was like, "Huh?"
I didn't even watch it. I didn't want to know. I'm like, yeah, now they're fighting Dom. I'm like, this is crazy. So, but yeah, they had to leave that realm. I don't think it would have been better. It would have been better for people who are fans of cars.
But it just wouldn't be this big.
It wouldn't be this big. It wouldn't be it would have been like a straight to DVD movie at a certain point.
Yo, that's exactly what I was saying last night. I was like, yo, it's gonna be a straight to DVD movie because like after a while, like it's not gonna be blockbuster.
It's like, yo, and that's what when I rewatched. That's why when I would rewatch the first Fast and the Furious, I low key would look at it and analyze it. Like, yo, it's actually kind of unique that they made a story within street racing, because people remember it for the street racing, but if you watch the movie, it was about what's his face, Paul Walker's character, being a cop. Being an undercover cop, but then it's like he had Stockholm syndrome and started fucking with them, and then
he fell in love with his sister and everything.
His sister and all that bullshit, and now he's an ex-cop, like picking up the street racing life. That was a story within the street racing shit, and I think a lot of people didn't really notice that because the car shit was so new.
It was so overpowering at that time.
That was the emphasis of the movie was the cars.
Because mans are souping up cars certain ways, getting all these decals and Too Fast, Too Furious
and all that bullshit. So it's like that was the attention. But then they tried to do it for the second movie, and that had more action.
Yeah, he's an ex-cop. They basically grab him because they find out he's doing all the street racing. And they're like, yo, this is how you for a secret
mission and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just like they needed to do it because the car shit just wasn't the main thing. Like after
They put all the tricks in the first one.
The second movie was basically like they saw the progress, like it did numbers on the board because one, it had more action, and then they had the nigga who directed Boys in the Hood directed that movie.
Michael Bay.
Michael what?
Wasn't that Michael Bay?
Michael Bay directed Boys in the Hood?
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I thought Bad Boys. I don't know why I thought Bad Boys.
Oh my god. You gave me a heart attack. I had to look over like what?
My bad. I just thought you said Bad Boys, and I was like, oh, okay. I meant the new Bad Boys was Michael Bay.
No, Boys in the Hood. Forgot the guy's name, and I feel bad now because he threw me off. But he directed the Too Fast, Too Furious movie.
Mm-hmm.
Had more action and shit. They noticed it, and
had Tyrese in it with a little 1-2 joke in it.
Yeah, and they cut a lot of the car shit out and had a lot more action.
Mm-hmm.
But people fucked with it a lot more. And then after they just said, "All right, yo, we gotta keep doing this."
They found the formula, bro. Once you find that formula, just keep going with it.
Well, you'd think so. They went back to Tokyo Drift, and people hated that movie.
Yeah,
I personally fucked with it a little bit, but
I hated
people
it, bro.
didn't fuck with it because it went back to like
the whole car stuff,
car shit. So they saw the numbers and they're like, all right, we need to get.
They realized it was more about the characters rather than just the cars.
Exactly. So when they started doing all that shit with more characters, and numbers went right back up, and now they've been on this trajectory ever since. Like, yo, fuck the cars. We'll use them, but like they're not the main focus anymore. We want the people to be the main focus, what they're doing, all that bullshit. And now it's like, yo, how do you make a story? At this point, you're allowed to, because they were doing so much other bullshit where it's like, all right, you guys are signing with police. All right, now you're signing with the military. All right, you're signing with the government. All right, yo, what else can't you do, yo?
Yeah.
You're going to fight for countries next.
Basically, yo, remember, Dom's here stomping on top of buildings and crushed, like, it's all crumbling, yo.
Yo, this nigga
man did a Hulk stomp.
Hulk and the fast fucking all of whatever the fuck their name is, man. Like,
The Rock, the man's out here taking like bare hits.
Bro.
Man's jumping out of buildings and surviving.
Yo, when I seen this nigga flex his arm and break the cast, I was like, all right. I was like, this movie's done. I seen that shit. I'm like, I'm tired of this movie. When him and Dom's character would fight, these niggas throwing each other through walls and shit. I'm like, yo, nobody's hurt. Nobody's back said, okay, I'm done. Like, these niggas is different, yo. Like,
and then Jason Statham came through, and then the fans just taking all these hits.
Yo, no. The funniest part about that Jason Statham movie, I remember Dom and him linked up, and they're both inside the whip. Mm-hmm. And they drove into each other head on. I was like, yo, this is a big contest to see whose fucking balls are bigger. Like, it's so fucking funny. Like, yo, I bet you're gonna bitch out. And then like nobody did it. They crashed into each other and they started fighting shit. That's when that nigga fucking stopping steel metal bars with his fucking forearm like he's fucking Iron Man and shit. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm fucking sick. Even when this nigga jumped off the fucking tank and saved Letty in the air over the bridge, you don't remember that shit?
I remember that.
Yo, fuck that movie, man. But I'm gonna watch this. I'm
gonna watch it because I think John Cena is in this one.
Bro, John Cena is his fucking brother, his long lost brother, who's just way worse than him.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
What the fuck, like. Yo, what were you gonna tell us? You had a brother, Dom. My bad. Yo.
I just forgot.
He's just that brother I didn't fuck with. You know what I mean? Like,
I just thought he died. You know. So did he go to his funeral? Nah.
True. Unbelievable.
Bro, these guys are different, bro. That's why the Fast 9 trailer had me dying, because I'm like, yo, there's too much. There's literally so many people in this movie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, the payout, the budget must be crazy, and the pay. I mean, I get it, because now you're asking to like this movie might actually like really kill up the box office. You know what I mean? Like,
because right now John Cena's really going into like the movie scene now.
That and
you have The Rock that's basically like trying to like hand him the torch for certain things, from going to from WWE to like trying to dominate like the the Hollywood scene. I think
you think Rock is handing out that torch? I don't think so. I think John Cena been in movies. He just shit as an actor.
But now he's just in like better roles now.
No, he's one of them niggas that has one assignment.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The man's trying to show him. That's why Rock's trying to show him Wagwan.
No, that's not showing him Wagwan, bro. That's not showing him. If anything, The Rock does a better job at trying to do different things. This nigga trying to be in funny movies and shit, and John Cena does it. He's not funny. Doesn't come off good. So it's like he has to only play these characters and shit. But I don't think The Rock would pass him the torch. Like, oh, buddy, you know. I don't think so. That's me personally, because John Cena sucks. And The Rock seems like the type of nigga to be like, yo, I'm not gonna give you my bag. You see the way how him and Tyrese move? That's why they don't really do the movies together.
Oh yeah. Man, what to Tyrese need that help? Man said no.
This nigga rubbing up his bald head and shit, like yo, like Big Brother and him on set type shit. Like yo, man, fuck this. So that's why you don't see them in the movies together too much, because they actually have that tension. It's so funny.
That's actually jokes still.
Yep.
I wonder if there's still gonna be a scene in there where like they actually have to be with each other in the same room. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be certain scenes that they have to be with each other.
I feel like technology now, somebody's gonna be asking somebody to just digitally put them in.
Just drop me in there.
yo, green screen me in. Do what you gotta do. We're standing in one right now. Like, fuck all that bullshit.
That's actually facts. The man's probably, you just have like a random guy just standing there, dressed in green.
Yo, they do that shit. Like, there's this page I follow, I think on Twitter or Instagram, where like they showed the behind the scenes of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I seen this one scene of one behind the scene of like Twilight, and it's somebody in a green suit, and
just
like
running.
the girl's petting his head, but in the show, in the movie, she's petting a wolf.
Oh yeah, I seen that one too. I remember there was one like where like they were running, and like they were being chased by I think wolves.
Those people.
It was just people like in the green screen just running.
Yo, being an actor nowadays must be kind of whack.
Well, that's kind of why probably for them when they're like, oh, like when they see the movie, that's when they're like, oh.
That's where they're like, oh my god, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's not like they're like, yo, let me see the movie. Let me see what.
Because
we're working on it.
Yeah, because you can't even show them on scene. Like that's why like they try to do their best as much with like doing like actual sets or like actual places. Because like it feels more real compared to like
holy. Could
like
you
when you do
imagine
like Avengers and stuff like that.
Can you imagine when you're actually like on set somewhere that isn't like a green room or some shit? You're like, yo, finally.
Lie?
I could really feel the acting thing. Yo, that must suck for a lot of the older actors now that I think about it. Like a lot of these older head actors that were so used to being like actually on set or seeing what they were working with, like
actual things built up rather
like
than just
actual
CGI.
props and shit. Because like
Yeah.
I think of like Jurassic Park way back, like they use CGI, but like they use like animatronics as well to like make the dinosaurs look more real and shit. Because when you look at movies nowadays, like everybody uses CGI, and you could like just tell it's CGI. It doesn't feel real, because like that frame rate shit, you could make it out with your eye. You can make it out like it doesn't look real, right? So
yeah, like even like when they try to like put in certain animals, you can be like, okay, that's CGI.
Yeah, like they do a really good job of making shit look
nice,
real.
but then it's just in general, it's like when you
it doesn't look
like,
natural.
Yeah, it doesn't look natural.
It doesn't look natural. So when a lot of these older actors are probably so used to just seeing sets proper and shit. So now everything's just a green screen and everything, and it's cool. But yeah, I feel like if movies were to like, I feel like movies need to like use animatronics again. Cause like yo, CGI shit is just boring as fuck. Not boring, but like it's like expected.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like that also depends on the director too, you know?
Like why if they want to use that type of shit?
Just because I feel like it's on the director if they want to really I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost a lot of money to like actually get the whole mechanism and everything for it now. And also it's just more of like they're probably just trying to do things the easier way, and CGI just probably seems a lot easier for them rather than building a machine, making sure that like it fits in right.
Man, this is just cheesing me because that's like a loss of integrity. That's a loss of integrity, bro. Where's integrity in that? Like, yo, I don't know. Me personally, I look at that, I'm like, man, like, why wouldn't you want to? I guess it's budget. It has to come down to some form of money or greed or some shit. Because me personally, I look at a lot of these guys and like, or not a lot, but some of these actors or directors and shit. I say actors. Some of these directors use certain types of ways to film.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't use all digital because digital doesn't look nice. So like film, they'll use like actual film
Yeah.
and do these things, and sometimes it just looks better. Like, but so it's like to me, it's like, yo, why wouldn't you want to like spend that extra money on making your movie look like authentic? Like, yo, to me in my head, it's like this. I feel like this is such the best time. I mean, I'm pretty sure people still use animatronics to this day.
Yeah,
Like,
it's probably just not the big. It's probably just
costume.
not the big blockbuster movies that we're watching and stuff like that. You know, like
That,
it's probably more of like the indie films and
that or like the props aren't being used for like major scenes. Like, so like if they're trying to make a dinosaur look like they're running, or like they won't go crazy on making like a suit. Well, you know what? I'm talking shit. They'll probably make a big prop, but as I say, it isn't going to be used mainly for like that one scene. But I will say, if there's anybody who's in that film shit, if you're listening to this shit, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just personally thinking like, yo, they don't use that shit anymore. And I've seen like a few like videos and shit of people talking about like how that industry is dying almost, like because like it's not that big anymore. It's not like CGI is the new wave, right? It's
yeah,
so much easier.
It's a lot easier. You don't really have to worry about like the whole setup for things. You just like slap a man in a green suit.
Exactly, it's one person rather than like a group of people help. And the process, like, you know, like they probably gotta wait for shit to dry, all that bullshit, and order paints from across wherever. Or CGI, you can just do all that, like, no
if
time.
it's like raining, you could probably still like use a man in the green suit.
Exactly, like,
You know, like then the character's gonna probably look. It's probably still gonna look the same. Like that's the thing, yo. Like we all want to do things that is easier. You don't want to keep doing everything more difficult. You know?
Yeah, everybody likes proficiency and shit. So it really comes down to the person who is just like who has respect for what they're doing. Will do shit the OG
This
way.
guy said that you have respect in what you're doing.
Okay, no. Like it's with anything though. It's actually with anything because it's like you appreciate shit. It's like somebody, if you listen to like if somebody's like a hip hop purist, it's like, yo, you know what makes hip hop like really stand out, like bars and shit, real life shit. But now everyone's so upset about like the new age shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean you can't blame those people because it's like, yo, that's a certain lifestyle. But people who appreciate music will be like, yo, I appreciate all of it, but you know, like this is like what I know is like authentic.
This is more raw, basically.
This is more raw. This is more personal than like video, like movies and shit, like props and all that shit, or down to how the type of film that you use. It's like those are more like personal reasons, like because a lot of people watch these movies nowadays and won't even know if shit's like recorded on film or if it was shot digitally. Like people just watch movies and be like, yo, this movie looks like a movie, right? But sometimes you could get digital shit that looks like film shit, or you could get just straight film shit, or you just use straight digital and make the movie look completely left field. Some people just don't really take that into consideration.
I'm one of those people. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I can't watch a movie and be like, oh, this is recorded on film, or is this like recorded digitally?
So you know what I mean? Like, all right, Interstellar, for instance, some of that movie was shot on film, like on 70 millimeter, I think. So what's it called? Like, look when that movie came out. A lot of people wouldn't have like really assumed that it was shot on film, but it was. Some of it was, and
like which part do you remember? Like which parts, or
I think the part just before they were going into the wormhole, when all the ManDem, or like the whole crew, just before some people started dying off on the ship and shit. But
so was it like more of like the dialogue rather than the actual?
Yeah, like the dialogue scenes and shit where they're talking, they would like use certain film and shit.
Yeah,
and then for like other shit, they would use like digital and all that bullshit. But I'm just saying, like, you know, people still use it. So I'm just saying it's just a personal thing. at that point. Like you
It just really depends on the director itself.
Yeah, like the director respects how like how film looks. So you'd be like, all right, like
this is gonna get off to like the feel that I wanted to give off and stuff like that.
Where some people actually don't give a fuck about that shit. So.
Yeah, I would be one of those men like, yo, doesn't matter. Just deal with the matas.
Yeah, just give me the movie.
Give me the movie, bro. That's all I really wanted at that point. We didn't really go into details about the what's it called, the lockdown for Ontario right now.
I don't even know the fucking details, to be honest. I just know they're gonna be a lot more strict, and they said they gave the boy them the fucking authority to do some next bullshit. But I'm gonna update real quick. They said Toronto police said they're not doing that.
Peel said they're not trying to do that either.
Oh, word? So yeah. I guess and it does. The first thing that came to people's mind was like, okay, like you're gonna do that, like that's definitely not the way to go. There's so many people of color that like can get racially profiled just for like no reason.
That's what I'm saying.
It's also just another tedious thing to just deal with, like, yo, like how you gonna stop everybody type shit, you know what I mean?
You're basically adding an inconvenience for anyone that goes out because it's already inconvenient that stores are only open a certain percentage. I think this thing that stores have to close earlier now.
Like, I'm for all that, but like when it comes to like people's personal shit, like I feel like it's just harder to like kind of just regulate because it's like
you're judging somebody's like why they're leaving their house.
Yeah, like
a man could just be cutting just to be like, yo, I just need to go for a drive.
Yeah, and that's me most times. Like I can't even lie. Like I love getting like fresh air. I love driving. It clears my mind at least. So it's like, all right, if I'm not gonna go anywhere, why can't I just be inside of like my mobile box? You know what I mean?
Yeah, my mobile bubble.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna order food, it's a drive-through thing mostly all the time. Mm-hmm. Not even mostly, like literally 99% of the time, unless like someplace doesn't have a fucking drive-through.
Yeah,
and yeah, but aside from that, that was my thing. I was like, yo, why is this such a personal thing? You know what I mean? If you're gonna stay inside of it, but I guess it's just because, people are going to be like, yo, you could be lying. You could obviously get out your car and all that bullshit. But I just think it's not a proper excuse. Because I want to drive personally. And I actually just stay inside my car and I fly right back to my house.
Yeah. And like sometimes I'll take my dog out for a walk and like you're going to tell me, yo, you can't walk him at certain times.
Or what if your leg is fucked and you're like, yo, I can't walk on it, but I could drive.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm happy that they at least clarified that, but everything else I could agree on where like they could cut down, like when you remember when they were like letting people in like little by little and shit. I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah,
like counting how many people are inside, and when a certain amount of people come out or whatever, you just let that amount of people come in. Mm-hmm. I just think it's efficient and effective for the summertime.
It just basically pushes people to be more in and out rather than like strolling around stores and everything.
Yeah, especially if they're doing this bullshit where they're locking off like whatever they consider essential. So like, that still doesn't make no sense to me. But hey, at least now it's like I agree with it. Like, yo, you could just limit how much people come in, and there shouldn't really be any reason for people to just linger, if anything. But
yeah, you just go into the store, grab what you got, and go. And just go home. You don't need to walk around the store, look for all these other toys and stuff. Like,
ask people questions and shit.
Yeah, it's like unless it's like I guess a hardware store or something like that, and you need like actual help on something.
I think they don't even consider that essential, bro.
I think they do just because for like people that need to buy like fridges and stuff like that, appliances.
Oh, word.
Yeah, but like I remember before they were curbside pickups. I don't know if they're still doing that right now.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's actually what it is still. You have to basically curbside because you can't just walk in there. That's what it is. They're not essential, but you can still buy from them to just do pickup.
Yeah.
Because I think that's on the list from what I saw. Like, you could do curbside, but it's not no linger thing. Like, they've been telling, like, construction people that can't do construction. So the building right outside the front here is not going to be done for like a month.
Bro, sorry. Speaking of like construction like stuff, yo, you seen that video of like those European mans on Twitter?
No.
Bro, so I think it was actually here in like Canada or something like that. And there was like these like four, no, it was like five of these like older like white men's, and they got a stripper to come to like their workplace.
Oh, I seen the headline, but I didn't watch the video.
Yeah,
They
bro.
came to the unfinished house to have a party.
Yeah. So it was like five. It was like five men's and like one stripper, and men's are like eating her out and taking shots off her bum and everything.
Oh shit!
And I was like, yo, bro, these men's are like trying to bubble their thing on like on top of like I guess like the wooden table that they work on. And there's like three men's like all caught up behind each other, all three of them dancing, and only one of them is actually like dancing like grinding up on the ting. And I was like, bro, this is so weird.
Yo, no way! I heard all those men got fired or something.
Yeah, they all got fired.
That's hilarious. This was in Europe?
No, it's not Europe. I said like these guys like look like white European men.
Oh, it happened out. Where did it happen out here? Oh, in London or some shit. Right?
I think it may have happened here. Let me actually just check the Twitter, but
yeah, I remember seeing it, but I didn't. I just saw like, yo, these people got arrested for having a stripper at an unfit. I'm like, yo, how old are these guys?
let me see, because this thing says part 4. Yeah, it's happened in Canada.
London? Sounds like a London, Ontario type of
from a GTA partying with a stripper. Yeah, it just says it's happened in the GTA.
Damn, so it's not London.
Nah.
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Bro, it's so wild. I was like, yo, you guys
are hitting everybody different, man.
Bro, these guys are different, bro. I was
that's
like,
fucking funny as shit. I can't even lie.
Bro, when I seen that, I was like, yo.
Man's gotta go home to their wives like, yo.
I like,
you won't believe what happened at work. This stripper just came out of nowhere.
She came out of nowhere and like we just started drinking.
Just started drinking. Yo, who invited her to the fucking place? Who invited her?
I have no clue.
That's fucking funny as shit, yo.
Bro, one man pulled up and just said, "Yo, I'm just gonna be here just to basically show mans that I'm just trying to turn up. This is the last day because they're probably non-essential."
Oh yeah. They probably heard the news and like, yo, might as well turn up last day. No, look at that. No pay for the month, bro. That's fucking funny as fuck.
Hello?
That's so funny.
All right, yo. You got anything else you want to say before we wrap up this week's pod?
All I gotta say is I'm sorry I couldn't talk about ball with you, man. Teach me the ropes. I'm gonna start talking ball with you niggas. Like, I want to learn.
All right, yo. We'll bring probably like, we'll probably bring one of the enterprise mans.
Yo, I'm down.
Bring one of the mans. Bring one of those mans in the chat, and we'll just break it down, and we'll do the thing.
I'm down. I'm down to learn. I'm a student to the game. Trying to be like Joel Embiid. Yeah, I know little things. I know a few things. Like
this guy said Embiid,
yo, he started off late, and now look at him. He's out here making highlights and shit. So.
Hello. Last thing I just want to say is, rest up Jamal Murray. The man tore his ACL.
Oh, I heard that's a fucked injury, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh my,
bro. That as a Nuggets fan, that hurt. That hurt so much.
As a Canadian,
that makes it hurt even more.
Hurt more. As a black person, oh gosh.
Yo, this guy's just putting more. There's more pain into the wound. I like Lamarcus Aldridge, man, retired.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah. That was so funny. I was like, yo, didn't you just get traded to the Nets?
Yeah, the man just went to the Nets, but
I'm happy that he got out of it for his reason, because we say he was feeling irregular heartbeats, and that shit is
you don't want to risk it.
You don't want to risk that, man. So I'm happy that he's
still young. Man's like what 35? The man's still young.
Yeah. So. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So there's no point in risking it for
ball.
Don't
risk that, my nigga. Yeah. Fucking retire, because he's been in the game for a minute, huh?
Yeah, he's been in it for like, I think maybe 14 years now.
I was gonna say 15, 14 years.
Yeah,
huh?
he's been in the minutes still.
Yeah.
So. 2007 when the Raptors were supposed to draft him, but it's all good. it's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy he took his shit serious, and just like how what's his name? He was on the Nets. He was number 9, I think. He was sick. He left because he was on Brooklyn still, man. I can't remember his name. But he was sick, and then they traded him. But they were like...
Oh, Karis LeVert.
Yeah, LeVert. He was nice.
Yeah, the man had like kidney cancer.
Yeah, holy. So anytime I hear that shit, I'm like, bro, I'm so happy, like, at least these ball players know when to, like, sit it out. Well, I'm hearing stories about niggas not knowing when to sit it out, but I'm happy whenever niggas do hear about it, they actually like care about their health first. And just,
Yeah, I feel like that's more football though. Football is definitely the sport where mans will be like, "Yo, I have all these problems, but I'm gonna play through it."
yeah, bro. But I seen a 1-2 clip about Steph trying to play on an injury. I'm like, nigga, go sit down. Like,
No,
chill
like,
out on
you
that.
guys are not winning nothing this year.
Yeah, like,
Just wait for Clay to come back.
yo, you think he's coming back?
He's coming back.
Word?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Yo, these niggas is bionic ever since Derrick Rose got his legs back. I'm being real. Ever since I seen Derrick Rose get his legs back, talking about he's coming back 110%, whatever, and then breaking, and then now he's on some next level. Like, he's actually better than he was, like, if not before. Like,
I think he's just smarter for Derrick Rose. He's definitely smarter than like what he was before. Because like he used to be reckless, bro. The man was like, yo, if you heard how Derrick Rose stomps his legs or his feet when he goes for like a dunk and stuff, like yo, the man was just doing intense like boom.
That reminds me of Morant, bro. He dunks funny, bro. I don't like how he dunks.
Yeah, he jumps off with a lot of like force.
Yeah,
Zion does the same thing and stuff like that. Because like that's why they're like they want to teach these guys how to jump properly, instead of putting and like also how to land where you're not putting so much pressure on your knees.
Fam, the way this nigga landing and shit, I'm like, yo, no wonder you had the little 1-2 ankle injuries.
That's what I'm saying. Man's
Weakening
wild.
them legs, yo.
Man's wild. Wade used to play like that in his early days, and he had to slow down, start working his footwork, pump faking, and all that stuff.
Yo, sorry, that made me remember because I remember when they were showing a slow-mo of him dunking, and the way this nigga planted his feet and shit, I'm like, yo, that looks so uncomfortable. Like, but he's just trying to get the dunk off. So yeah, that's crazy. To me, I would think these niggas would know how to like land properly. Cause don't you feel that shit in your legs?
But like you remember, like when you're really dunking like that, when you first starting out, is that you're young. You know what I mean? So you're more reckless. You don't really feel the aftermath of like certain way of landing. You know, and then it's not until as you get older, you're like, yo, my knees can't actually deal with this as much as before. And that's why, like, the older men tell these guys, like, yo, if you're going to dunk, like, don't do it too recklessly.
Like, dunk with purpose almost.
Yeah, dunk with purpose. Don't just dunk just to dunk. Just, like, dunk with purpose.
Okay.
That's why LeBron's still able to dunk on mans, because, like, LeBron doesn't really, like...
showboat dunk.
Yeah, like, he's not trying to, like, jump over everyone. He's just like, yo, if I'm going to dunk, I'm going to only dunk on you if I know for sure. And stuff like that.
Yeah, now he just slamming them down on niggas' heads.
A lot?
Yeah.
But
anyways,
thanks for listening, folks.
Episode 19.
Jeez, that was in sync right there.
Yeah, that was sick.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, rate us everywhere. Follow us on IG. Follow us on Facebook. Yeah, wherever you listen to podcasts or any social media stuff, you know, just make sure you follow us there and tell us wagwan. Let us know what you want us to talk about sometimes, and if you want to be on the pod, you know, you can hit us up and we can work a little something out on, you know, COVID rules.
Yeah, why during COVID rules?
Like we'll figure out the way, you know.
Yeah, something. Get your fucking Pfizer or Moderna.
Hear this guy later.